Hi Scorpio, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Thanks ever so much for joining me on your general reading. So yeah, this is about 15 to 20 minutes at the most, this general reading is. I hope you guys enjoy it. Yeah, you already have a love reading on the site, on the web, sorry, not the website, the YouTube channel as well. But I'm putting up general readings because a lot of people are saying, you know, we missed the general readings. You're one of the only channels that does it on YouTube, general instead of love, and not just love. So I thought we'd do a general reading. Okay, and generals can cover literally anything. We're using for the reading this time the Golden Universal Tarot, which I love, and also the Angels of Abundance cards by Doreen Virtue, which are beautiful cards. As advice at the end. So we're just going to shuffle and see what's coming up for Scorpio in May 2018. Universe, Spirit, show me Scorpio in May 2018. What can you see coming in for Scorpio in May 2018? Show me what's coming up for Scorpio in May 2018. What can you see coming in? What do you see coming in for Scorpio in May 2018? Show me Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising sign. What can you see just generally coming up for Scorpio, Sun, Moon and Rising signs in May 2018? Show me. Alright, so we've shuffled the deck. We're going to split it purposely into three. Collect that back up like so. And let's have a look for you. The Four of Swords is the theme for the month, because the central position I'll call the theme for the month. So this is what you're dealing with for the month, is the Four of Swords. And this is all about peace, withdrawal. For some of you guys, it's recovery. For some of you guys, it's healing. For some of you guys, it will be contemplation, because the Four of Swords means many things. Some of you, it's a quiet time. There's not much going on with the Four of Swords. Sometimes this can be a holiday, a place that you go to rest and relax. The Four of Swords, as I've said, can be healing, because it's a card that talks about healing and recovery after illness with the Four of Swords. Sometimes the Four of Swords can represent things like prayer, but also contemplation, the need for a little bit of introspection. So it's very much you know, if this is if this represents something external, then you're entering a time where there's not much going on, because the Four of Swords is all about putting down the sword, not taking action. There's no activity here, and really doing a little bit of introspective time and thinking time. So if it's literally manifests as something that you feel, as something you're experiencing, it won't be much going on. It's going to be more about thinking and contemplating. What's influencing this? Well, it's the Knight of Swords that's influencing this. So the Knight of Swords is all about change. When you get knights, they represent the change. They're the change cards in the tarot, because they represent the comings and goings of situations. So it might also be drama, because the Knight of Swords can represent drama. And for some of you guys, it might be that you're withdrawing. The focus for the month is withdrawing from any type of drama with the Knight of Swords energy. The reason that this is happening, and the root issue, is about the Four of Cups. So some of you guys, Scorpio, the root issue is about not being happy or not being contented. The Four of Cups is a nice card in that it shows offers, new things that come to people, and offers sometimes from the universe that one cannot see. One can't see that they are being presented with an opportunity and they're choosing. But it's not always the case with the Four of Cups. A lot of books want to talk about with the Four of Cups in tarot, while you're being given something and you're not seeing the good things that you've got in front of you. But that's not true, because the Four of Cups can mean that you're being selective. The Four of Cups can mean, well, this isn't good for me and I really don't want it. You know, the Four of Cups can mean, well, I've got a lot on my plate. The Three of Cups can be, well, I've got a lot on my plate and I don't have any more reserves in terms of energy to take anything else on. The Four of Cups can simply say, well, I'm not particularly interested. The difference with the Four of Cups as an offer card is that you're not taking what's on offer. You know, so the root issue is the Four of Cups, and the Four of Cups is, well, you've got two fours here, and fours, when you get multiple fours, it's all about reaching a place of stability in one's life and creating some form of order. Okay, I do think there's an offer here. I think that something has come to you guys, but with the Four of Cups, the root issue is something is being offered to you guys that you're contemplating and you're not so sure about with the Four of Cups. And that's why the energy is taking time out to think about it in the month of May 2018, because there's something about this change. It's either that the change with the Knight of Swords, it could be to do with a Gemini person or somebody who's quite active active and quite, because when you get the Knight of Swords, this is somebody who's very, very bold and very daring. So there might be somebody around you who's doing this. It might be this Knight of Swords, but this person's a little bit too full on when you get a Knight of Swords. You never get a moment to breathe with a Knight of Swords. They're always on the go. They're very bold. They're very daring. They never tend to hold back. But as an energy card, it might be that with the Knight of Swords, this is about a drama that you want to avert with that Four of Swords energy, and that's why the root issue is that you're contemplating the offer but you're not sure about taking it. In the recent past, some of you guys have experienced the Three of Coins. So the Three of Coins is all about a collaboration and a partnership when you get the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins can also be what you've experienced is somebody who's watching the way that you work, because the third person on the Three of Coins is actually the skilled workman, and you've got two people who are observing this person's work. So you might have been observed, some of you guys, within the Three of Cups. You might have even observed something yourself, especially if the offer is coming to you with the Four of Cups. In the recent past, you might have observed whether this is something that you actually want to go for, or whether this is something that you actually want to take up. So you might have had a chance to look at something that's being offered to you. I'm getting the impression that the root issue is about you guys being offered something here with the Four of Cups, and in the recent past, you've observed whether this is something that you want to go to. So somebody might have offered you something, somebody who, if they've offered you something, it might be that this is the third person here, the skilled workman. It might be this person here who's offered you this opportunity, but this two people here might be you and somebody else actually observing what they do. Do I want to take this offer from this person? So it could be anything. It really could, you know. It could be being offered a credit card, for example. Because what you're doing here with the Three of Coins is you want to see what value this person can bring. So you're saying no here, but you're observing, I think, in the recent past. Well, I'm going to say no here, but I'm going to observe. It's just for a momentary thing, I think, for some of you guys. Because I'm going to observe what it is that this person can bring to the table to me. And that's why you're taking time out, I think, with the Four of Swords to contemplate. Because what's influencing this contemplation is the Knight of Swords. Whether you go for this opportunity with the Knight of Swords, what's influencing this is your confidence as well, I think, with the Knight of Swords. Your confidence to actually approach, to move towards this goal. But also maybe there's something you want to avoid with that Knight of Swords. Maybe something's happened too quickly. Coming in, the most likely outcome for you guys will be the Seven of Cups. So there you go. Seven of Cups says, well, lots of choices. There's a lot of confusion, I think, here, because I'm pretty sure that you guys are being made some form of an offer. The root issue is about an offer. Sorry guys, the screen just stopped. So everything went silent for a little bit there because the screen completely stopped, and I don't know what the sound is like now on this. I'm using Mavavi again. Mavavi can be a bitch, basically, to use. It's been working okay, but it's been messing about intermittently. Anyway, it is an offer here, and as a result of that, you've got many choices to make. There's many things that you're going to need to consider with this Seven of Cups energy. Coming in, what you're going to experience is the Five of Cups. So there's going to be disappointment, because I think that you guys might say no to whatever this is, because that's what the Five of Cups is. It's disappointment and it's, you know, regret. And I do feel that some of you guys might be feeling a sense of regret. The external factors for you guys, it is all about change. Eight of Wands. So right now, this is about change. When you get the Eight of Wands, it's change, it's growth, it's lots of activity. And I think there is, in the month of May 2018, going to be lots of messages coming your way with the Eight of Wands. Lots of activity. It's going to be a very proactive time for Scorpio. But as a result of those messages, that proactivity with the Eight of Wands, what you're finding is the need to take time out and consider this. Because the root issue is about an offer that you're not sure about taking, and you've probably in the recent past wanted to observe what value this can bring to you with the Three of Coins. Because what's influencing this is you going for this, the Knight of Swords, with absolutely no uncertainty. When the Knight of Swords move, it's all about having the confidence to go for things. So what's influencing this is your confidence with the Knight of Wands, with the Knight of Swords, your confidence to go for this complete and utter goal. And the most likely outcome will be the Seven of Cups. There's lots and lots of things for you to consider here with the Seven of Cups energy. Coming in, what you're going to experience is the Fool. So the Fool energy is about taking a new direction, it's about a new path, but it's also about a choice or a decision to take that path. And it might simply be here that you're feeling a little bit of disappointment because you're saying, well, maybe I just need to give this thing up, perhaps, with the Five of Cups energy. But we do have the new opportunity card of the Fool energy here, the new path card. The hopes will be the Ten of Swords. For some of you guys, is a fear. The fear might be that whatever this opportunity comes with could come with a little bit of problems, because the Ten of Swords is where you're being pinned to the ground. Sorry, this keeps stopping, and if the sound goes funny, I'm really sorry. It wasn't playing up the other day. It's doing it now. The Ten of Swords as a fear is overburden, overkill, so it might be taking on too much and feeling too tired and too restless and feeling that you can't move and you have no autonomy. Something that seems to trap you, perhaps, with the Ten of Swords. That's the fear. The hope would be that maybe a time of tumultuous, problematic energy is over. The outcome shows us the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands, I see this, I feel that this is, and it comes off the back of the Fool, which is interesting. I feel that you guys are going to be taking a leap of faith here with this Page of Wands energy showing here. Alright, but also coming in might be the influence of taking a risk, because the Fool energy represents to take a risk. But the outcome shows the Page of Wands, and this is the start of a new adventure for some of you guys. So I see that the month is going to end up well. Yeah, I think you're going to take a leap of faith. I think that you're going to set off on a new adventure with this Page of Wands. Look at the Page of Wands looks across this new terrain that he has. Everything is young, everything is new, and you're at the starting blocks of a situation here, learning something new. But I do think that you're going to be starting off on a new, on some new terrain here. Some of you guys, it might be you doing something abroad, for example, with the Page of Wands energy. Okay, let's have a look at some clarifiers on this. So, why is the Eight of Wands the external factors for Scorpio in the month of May 2018? Well, it's because of a King of Cups. So I think you guys are receiving lots of messages from a King of Cups. Now, we're not reading this as love. We're reading this as just general, okay? You're receiving lots of messages from a person who's... And I could have read this as you, but I'm not. It wouldn't make any sense. I think that this is a person and somebody else. So I think you're receiving lots of communication, and this should be from a really nice person around you. A King of Cups shows somebody who's empathic, they're kind, they're supportive, and they're understanding. So I think that there's lots of communication, back and forth communication between you and this individual here, this King of Cups person. The root issue and the cause of everything this month is the Four of Cups. And why is the Four of Cups the cause of everything for Scorpio this month? What, Nine of Swords. So it shows that you guys are worrying, but what are you worrying about? You're worrying about the Tower. So you're worrying about a major shift, a major change. Because the Tower is all about a major shift and a major change that comes into somebody's life. It could be about leaving somewhere, for example. Towers represent leaving home or leaving a foundation. But the Tower is never a firm foundation, really. So whatever happens with the Tower, it's got to go anyway. And I think that you guys are contemplating. You're worried about taking this offer. There's lots of messages coming from a King of Cups. Very nice person around you guys is the external factors. But the reason that everything is happening this month is because you guys don't know whether to take this offer, Four of Cups. And why is that? Because you're worried about a huge shift occurring in your life, because you've got this Tower energy showing here. Now, in the recent past, you guys have experienced the Three of Pentacles. And why has Scorpio experienced the Three of Pentacles in the recent past? Because of the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so I think that in the recent past, you guys would have, as a result of this offer from this communication with this King of Cups energy, in which you guys have said, you know what, actually, I'm not sure about this because I'm worried about having to move, or I'm worried about this offer, these messages, whatever this man or woman here is offering to me, it's going to uproot me. So you guys might be worried about being uprooted with the Tower energy. And what you've done in the recent past, I feel, with the Three of Pentacles showing here, I don't think that this is a partnership as yet in the recent past. I just get the impression when I look at this card, because you also with tarot, you go with the pictures on the card. Now, when I look at this card, I'm looking at people looking over at somebody's work. So I think that you guys have evaluated who this person. I think the third person on the card here is actually this King of Cups that's messaging you. And you've actually been looking at this person and saying, what value can this person, if I take this offer from this person, what value can they bring to me? But it's because of the Two of Pentacles. It's because you're weighing things up. Two of Pentacles can also be to weigh things up, for example. You're weighing up whether you should take a move, whether you should move direction with the Six of Swords, whether you should go for this thing with the Six of Swords energy. If it's anything to do with leaving somewhere, you're weighing up whether you should leave where you are right now. What's influencing the month is the Knight of Swords. And why is the Knight of Swords showing as an influence for Scorpio this month? Because of the Three of Cups. So what's influencing you right now is actually going for this thing, because the Knight of Swords is about going for a goal, approaching a goal with absolute confidence. And what's the confidence about? Well, the confidence isn't about the partnership. Three of Cups, agreeing to this thing, because the Three of Cups is an agreement card. Okay, so this is agreement. Alright, and the Ace of Swords as well can be something like a legal document, for example. So there's an agreement and like signing a document, for example, for some of you guys. So what's influencing you this month is having your confidence. Having the confidence to agree Three of Cups. And say yes, Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is also a yes card to the deal that's being presented to you here. But as a result of that, the energy around you in May is contemplation. And let's have a look at why the Four of Swords is the energy around you guys in the month of May 2018. Because of the Page of Cups. So it might be that you're taking time to contemplate something. Maybe there's a child involved with the Page of Cups energy showing up. Maybe there's a need to contemplate whether this offer, the Page of Cups, could bring you justice, could bring balance and harmony. Maybe there's a need to weigh up, because the Four of Swords is also a weigh up card as well, because you're doing a lot of contemplation here. So I think the energy around you guys is about needing to contemplate the matter in the month of May, and you need to contemplate it because of the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is always good news, and what is it about this good news? Whether it can bring you justice, whether it's going to bring you the rewards that you seek with the Justice energy. The most likely outcome will be the Seven of Cups, and let's have a look at why the most likely outcome is the Seven of Cups. I think lots of things to consider here. Well, I think it's going to bring a huge amount of turmoil, not just to yourself, but perhaps people around you. Maybe this is a family matter. Maybe people don't agree with what you're about to do. I think there's some disagreements. I think there's a lot of things to consider here as the most likely outcome, because you've got other people that probably won't agree with you. The Five of Wands shows a dispute. Okay? Shows a dispute, and I think with the Hermit looking into this, you're expecting, because whatever the Hermit looks into is basically expecting it, and he's searching, he's looking into this. Could be that there's a dispute with an older person, could be there's a dispute with a Virgo person, but it could also be as the Hermit energy shining its light on the Five of Wands. I think there's a lot to consider, because what happens is if you go for this thing, what it's going to bring up, because the Hermit shines its light in, so it's shining its light on a situation here, it's bringing things up. It's bringing more clarity to the situation. What it's going to bring up is that there's going to be problems. Five of Wands energy here. I'm just going to see what those problems are about, Scorpio. What are these problems about? What's the Five of Wands about for Scorpio? Well, it's going to bring up problems with the King of Swords. This is a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius individual around you. Okay. I think a King of Swords who's probably got a plan to keep you where you are. Eight of Swords, because the Seven of Swords is all about a plan, and the Eight of Swords is to keep someone trapped. So I think that what this is saying is there's lots of things that you guys need to consider in the month of May 2018, Scorpio, because what it's going to, if you take this offer from this other individual, what it will highlight with the Hermit energy is that there's going to be a lot of problems and a lot of disputes, and those disputes are going to be with the King of Swords who's got a plan basically to keep you trapped and keep you where you are. This is the person who doesn't want to take this option, doesn't want you to take the option, Scorpio. Coming in, you've got the Five of Cups. And why has Scorpio got the Five of Cups coming into the immediate future of this situation? Because the Page of Pentacles. So I'm seeing a lot of kind of See, the Five of Cups is about loss, but it's not just loss, it's about disappointment. And it might be disappointment over money with the Page of Pentacles energy showing up there. Page of Pentacles, difficult card to try and interpret because it could be disappointment because this is also a news card. So if this is something to do with work or anything like that, it might be that information doesn't come so quickly. Because this can be that this is news, or you know, if it's work news, it might take a long time to come. So it might be that things are taking time to transpire with that Page of Pentacles. Could be feeling disappointment, something to do with the money situation. Page of Pentacles shows shortage of money, but also it could be maybe there's disappointment here because you're acting cautiously, or maybe you're feeling like in the immediate future you need to forego whatever this situation is, because with the, it could be to do with the child as well, the Page of Pentacles, but it could also be because you need to act cautiously. Page of Coins is a card about acting cautiously. However, what you'll experience coming in is the Fool. Let's have a look at why you'll experience the Fool coming in. Wow, well, you've got the Wheel of Fortune showing here. Okay, this is your destiny. This is fate. You'll experience the Fool card because there's this opportunity is still on the table, and it's because of the Wheel of Fortune. It's destined for you to have this with the Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune, it's because this change, this unexpected change, but also this period of luck that you're in is deemed to bring you a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. You're entering into a new something new and something fortunate, but also something's destined for you. I think this new opportunity is destined to bring you to a new beginning, a new opportunity, a fresh start with the Ace of Wands energy. So this situation was always meant for you, and I think that what's happening here, guys, is that it's your own worries that are stopping you from taking it. Your hopes or fears are the Ten of Wands, and what Ten of Swords are, and why Scorpio's hopes or fears the Ten of Swords? Wow, because of death, an ending. So we've got two death cards here. But no, it's good. It's good because the hope is for change. Both cards indicate change. Your hopes are with the Ten of Swords. That with the ending, with the... When we look at... I can't get my words out today. I think that your hopes are that through a painful transition of the Ten of Swords will bring about a big change with the death energy showing here. That will bring a new direction with the Two of Wands. So these are two good cards together because the outcome card is the Two of Wands. So your hopes are that even though you might be going through a very painful, difficult time with the Ten of Swords energy, it'll end. The Ten of Wands, it will bring about an ending and a new beginning in which you take this new direction with the Two of Wands. So even though you're going through, perhaps in May, a little bit of a tumultuous time for some of you guys, the hope will be that this will lead to something better. And the outcome shows the Page of Wands. And why is the outcome showing us the Page of Wands? Well, there's a message coming. Now, usually when you get that Page of Wands and a card behind you, it tells you who the message is coming from. This is the messenger. There's a message coming from a King of Pentacles towards you guys. And what's that message about? An offer, Knight of Cups. Message coming from a King of Pentacles regarding an offer with the Knight of Cups energy. Absolutely amazing. Well, let me just see what the offer is. What's this Knight of Cups about? What's the Knight of Cups about? Oh, that tried to show up before. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. What is the Three of Swords about? Because that's not a great card. And I don't know how to read that in a positive light. There's an offer. And I asked what the offer's about, the Three of Swords. And what's the... Could be three people. What's the Three of Swords about? The Ace of Cups. The Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups is usually one of the combinations for that card is severance or heartbreak. The Ace of Cups is a new love affair. But this is also an offer card. But this is healing as well. Three of Swords, this is problems have been healed or problems have been solved, for example. Because when I look at the Three of Swords, that's a problematic card. The offer was to do with something that was a problem, the Three of Swords. And the Three of Swords, well, what's the Three of Swords about? Something that's been healed, the Ace of Cups. problems in an offer. It was about an offer that was presented, but it was the Three of Swords. Three of Swords was problems. One of the words we can use for the Three of Swords is a problem, and the Ace of Cups shows healing, or shows an offer. You've got two offer cards. Whenever you see a cup handing out, it's an offer. It's somebody giving you something. There were problems with something that you were meant to get, or there was problems with an offer, but there's an offer coming from. There's good news from a King of Pentacles about an offer. And what was the offer about? What was this offer? Well, the Three of Swords. It's not reversed. But the Three of Swords, the offer is based on a problem that was here. And what was the problem? An offer. So I think that something's being resolved here. And that resolution, I'm trying to find where the problem was. It must be here. Because you've got the Five of Cups showing up in your immediate future. And that disappointment was over the Page of Pentacles. So that disappointment might have been on how long something was going to take to happen. Page of Pentacles. It might be that there was because this is the card that talks about things taking a long time to happen. So it might be that you're going to experience some disappointment over an offer that takes a long time to come in. But eventually what you'll experience coming in is an opportunity. The full energy. Finally you get your chance with the full energy. The new direction comes to you. And it's about the Wheel of Fortune, a positive turn of events, in which the Ace of Wands, there is the potential for growth and a new beginning now. And the outcome shows a good message from a King of Pentacles. There's two people around you. This must be the somebody lower than the King of Pentacles. There's an offer coming from you, a King of Pentacles, about an offer. And what's this offer about? Well, the Three of Swords, something that wasn't happening. There were problems with this offer, I feel. Because I asked what the Three of Swords is about. It's about the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is what the Knight of Cups holds. But I think that's something being resolved here. Because you've got good messenger cards here. Page of Wands is a good message that comes to you. And it's coming from a King of Wands. So this is the messenger for the King of Wands. So you've got a message coming from a King of what? King of Pentacles, sorry. Is it King of Pentacles? Oh, sorry guys, it's King of Wands. What am I saying? There's a message coming from a King of Wands, and this is about an offer. Okay, and that offer is about something that was eluding you for a time, and it's got to be that Page of Pentacles card. It's a really good reading. It was difficult to do at first, but it was very, very good. It's an excellent reading. There's something that's coming by the end of May that is really good for you. There's an offer coming your way, Scorpio, and it will all be signed and sealed and delivered. It should be by the end of May. For some of you guys, you should have signed, sealed, delivered offer by the end of May. You do have a little bit of a delay, I feel, amidst this, with this energy here, this Five of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, because this is disappointment, and the disappointment is about the Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is usually a startup, something that's the very beginning of a venture, and it can take a long time to build, for example, with the Page of Pentacles. So I think there's a very much a disappointment because something's taking a long time to build. Okay, but you do see a change of events here, and also this outcome card here that says that the situation's been resolved and the offer is on the table now for you guys. We're going to get this reading again. It's a very, 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 very good reading. Excellent reading for Scorpio. Sorry, just had to get a drink there. So, in the month of May 2018, Scorpio, we've got messages, Eight of Wands. I think that you're going to be communicating. We're seeing a lot of communication from a King of Cups, a really nice person. And as a result of that, you guys need to contemplate these messages that are being thrown your way. This is good messages as well, Eight of Wands from a King of Cups. But you're needing, the energy around you in May is needing to contemplate this. And while you're contemplating it, I think that you're contemplating it because you're wondering if this good news, if this offer, Page of Cups, can bring you the rewards that you seek. Justice energy. Because the root issue is all about your unhappiness. Why are you unhappy about taking this offer though, Scorpio? Well, because you're worried. What are you worried about? You're worried about a major upheaval that's going to happen if you do. And in the recent past, I think you've taken your time to examine this. You've taken your time to examine. You're the two people on here, maybe with somebody else, examining the value of what this King of Cups or King of Wands can bring to you, because you're weighing up whether you want to take a journey, Six of Wands, whether you want to move towards this offer, Six of Swords. What's challenging you or stroke influencing you this month is Knight of Swords, going for this situation, this offer with absolute confidence, because this is about agreeing. And what is this agreeing to? The Ace of Swords, okay, to saying yes. to sealing the deal with the Ace of Swords energy. And that's why you're contemplating, will this offer bring me justice, bring me rewards in the month of May 2018. The most likely outcome, though, will be there's many things for you guys to consider, because I don't think it's just you that needs to think about this. I think that this is somebody else as well. So it might be that there's lots of things to consider, because what will come up if you do these things, what will come in? The Hermit energy is lots of conflict and dispute. And what's the dispute over? Well, it's with a person. A King of Swords could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius individual, or somebody important around you, whoever that person is for you. And this person with the Seven of Swords is planning to keep you trapped where you are. So this person doesn't want you to take this opportunity. And that's what the problem is as well. You don't want to take this because you're worried that it's going to cause major problems with the Tower, major upheavals, that type of thing. It's going to rock your foundations if you do. And as a result of that, the most likely outcome is there's lots of things for you guys to consider, because you know that it's going to bring up with the Hermit. Hermit shines its light into the Five of Wands energy. It's going to bring up a dispute with an individual who's planning to keep you where you are. They don't want you to move for this thing. Now, in the immediate future, this is either that you are upset, Five of Cups. Could be if this person doesn't want you to move, especially if it's something to do with the job. It might be that the job is less money with that Page of Pentacles. If not, it might be that you're upset that things are taking so long, or more information is taking longer than you thought it would to transpire, to come in. But you will find an opportunity coming finally with that Fool energy. And with that opportunity, the opportunity is about a change, a turn of events for the better. And that Wheel of Fortune is all about a new beginning, the Ace of Wands, the potential for something new to suddenly come in and to start suddenly grow. So you're seeing this new beginnings happening here for you guys. You're starting to see traction now in the situation. Your hopes will be, well, even though it's been a very painful situation with the Ten of Swords, that this will be at a final end when you take this new direction with the Two of Wands energy. And the outcome shows a message coming from a King of Wands, an important person here, giving you an offer. Now that offer is on the Three of Swords here. So it might be that the offer is to do with three people, because it's three, it's a number three. It might be that this person gives you three choices, because the Ace of Cups is an option. It's something that's given to you, and this is a number three. So if we counted the numbers, it might be three choices. So it might be this person's offering you three choices. You've got more choices than you thought, for example, with that Three of Swords and the Ace of Cups. The offer might be to do with the Three of Swords, because there's been a tumultuous energy going on here, a problem. The problem might be with the Page of Pentacles, and it might just simply say with the Ace of Cups that this is actually being resolved. It might be that there were problems with an offer as well, because the Three of Swords is all about a problem, and this is about an offer, the Ace of Cups. So the offer is coming in because there were problems with this offer. Finally, I think that something is being resolved here. Either way, I think that you guys are going to end up with a very good placement. I think you're going to be really good by the end of May. I think you're going to get something that you want. Your only problem is going to be this dude here, this King of Swords, who is planning to keep you where you are. They don't want you to go for whatever this offer is. They want to keep you where you are. That's your only problem in May 2018. Other than that, things look good. Let's get the advice card for Scorpio for you guys. Universe, Spirit, Angels of Abundance. What's the advice that you have for Scorpio in the month of May 2018? What's the advice that you have for Scorpio in the month of May 2018? Savings. Are you consistently saved? As you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favour as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So it's telling you that saving money is going to be the best option for you for May 2018. And it might be that you're worried about savings here. You might be worried about money, for example. But there is an opportunity that can bring about with that Wheel of Fortune a change of luck and a new beginning here. All right. And the outcome shows an offer. Message from a King of Wands, sorry, offering you something here. It might be that they're offering you several options. Three of Swords can be three, or it can be several options, for example, with the Ace of Cups energy showing here. So I asked, well, what's the Knight of Cups about? As a tarot reader, you're immediately going to think with the Three of Swords, oh, it's about something. But it can't be, because the Knight of Cups is really good. So if we looked into the Knight of Cups, this person's offering you with the Knight of Cups a solution, because it's an offer card. And what is it about? Well, the Three of Swords. Maybe there's something you've been worried about with the Three of Swords energy showing up. So this person might be offering you several options, or offering you a way that you can actually resolve a problem showing here. And it might be with the Page of Pentacles is often to do with saving money, because there's so little of it. So it's about being responsible with money. It might be that you're worried here. You're worrying about your state of affairs in terms of your finances. But I think something is going to be resolved here. And it's saying that savings are important for Scorpio. All right. And also no more complaining as well. And it says complaints are affirmations of victimhood, which is never true spiritually. Take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedom. With your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. There you go. So savings are important. Save your money. Be careful with what you have. Don't spend frivolously. And also no more complaining. What you talk about, you bring about. So think positively and you'll find a wealth of abundance coming in for you, Scorpio. And finally, the power of prayer. Give this situation to God for uplifting and healing, and be open to miracles. Heaven's unlimited resources, love and answers are awaiting your prayers. Be sure to act upon the divine guidance God gives to you in response to your prayers. So prayer is also an important factor in this month. Save money. Of course, be kind to yourself. If you need stuff, get it. But also don't spend on things you don't need. Stop complaining about what you don't have and think about what you do have. Because the more that you think about what you do have, Scorpio, the more that abundance comes for you. And also remember to pray. The power of prayer is a very effective thing when you're looking to move forward in life. God always answers prayers. So prayer is very important this month. And you will see the changes that will actually come in. Maybe with this person as well. Alright, that's your reading, my darling. I would like to say thanks ever so much for joining me on Carol's Universe, and have a great day. The other thing to say is, this offer that comes in, it could be about a disappointment that you had in the past. You might find that something's finally coming good now. This might be good karma coming back to you as well, because we've got the Three of Swords, but healing is offered to this Three of Swords. Can you see that? If you've had a disappointment, Three of Swords in terms of maybe a work, if this is a work situation and you've had problems with the Three of Swords energy, the Ace of Cups facing off against that should be healing for this. So you're finding healing with these two cards. So this offer could be coming as a karmic thing. You've had some disappointment, maybe you didn't get through on jobs before, suddenly somebody comes with an offer, it's your karma. Finally you're getting what you actually do deserve. Power of prayer is important, and no more complaining. Alright, love you guys loads, I'll speak to you soon, take care, bye bye.